myself inside all this tension, a feeling I never was expecting. I don't see the pros, don't know the cons, forget the whys. Do you know why?
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. Listen, guys, I wanted to talk about this because just a few days ago, I talked about the fact that it was really, really weird. And people had questions as to why Joe Budden, who for a living talks about a lot of things when it comes to music, people who are in the music industry, and giving his supposedly unbiased views and opinions on the people or the processes or the music or the situations or whatever is going on, right? And the fact that people thought that he wasn't really saying much when it came to the Cassie v. Diddy situation was a little bit strange. And so some people were understanding as to why he may not have said much based on his past and allegations about him possibly having some abuse in his past, right? Not to the extent of what Diddy has been accused of, honestly, but either way, some people feel like, well, you know, can't really have the pot calling the kettle black, so we get it with him not really saying much. But still, people were calling it out. But listen, apparently he wasn't unbiased, but he may have had a change of heart and decided not to really air his true, real feelings. So we got the audio. I want to go ahead and play it for you right now because he's going to tell you how he really feels, okay?
The explosive news making its way all around the town. Cassie and Puff.
Yeah.
I read every page of the
lawsuit.
It's pretty fucking horrific.
35 pages. Ice, you read it?
I read the entire thing.
Okay.
I believe
I was glued to
everything she said.
Wow.
Shocker.
It does sound believable. It does sound believable.
It's too detailed. That's why. Like, this isn't there was no disrespect to anybody, but, you know, sometimes you hear these accusations that'll say, oh, there was a party in 2008 and this incident happened. This is a timeline of shit that just would not stop. This is just too descriptive, too accurate. And then even, you know, the Cuddy car situation, they reach out to Cuddy, who confirmed it. It's like, okay, now you got people confirming shit. Like, nah, he did this shit. So it leads me to believe, the same way we say, oh, I don't know, something seems fishy here, we're going to wait.
Cuddy's still trying to fuck.
Shit don't seem fishy here. So because shit don't seem fishy, I'm rolling. And I think he did all that shit that she accused him of.
Oh, Lord. It's very touchy.
Fam,
I respect the ledge you stand on, and I support you.
I have insurance on my car.
Okay. Wow.
You got bomb insurance?
Nah, that's insurance. I got remote start. Hit the button.
Okay.
A car bomb got to be placed, right?
Yeah.
I picture a nigga just throwing it. He ain't landed on hood, nigga. Nah, somebody got to get up under there.
Okay, so there's 35 pages in the lawsuit, but you guys said there was some bullet points.
There was.
What were the,
Why don't you tell us,
the most
man?
egregious?
Yeah, word. Yeah, let's
No. We're sharing in this situation.
No,
we are reporting
women,
the news.
don't hop in and say,
woman has come out.
let's go.
Okay, we'll get to that part, but let's just,
There was an allegation of rape.
Okay.
Post-breakup. There was allegations of what sounded like maybe not so consensual group sex activity with male prostitutes. There was allegations of physical abuse.
Sex trafficking.
She was very young at the time when they started dating, so there's some allegations, or at least weirdness, hints towards some other shit. Yeah.
None of it reads well.
No.
None of it reads well. And it got worse as you just kept
reading. As the
Because it got
paragraphs
more-
got longer,
To Ice's point, it got more descriptive
detail.
and more detail, and that is what was like. Yeah.
And the other thing that stood out to me was where they said he offered her some a 8-figure settlement, and she didn't take it.
Yeah.
So now I do the math. I look at the lawsuit. The lawsuit is
8 figures is $30 million.
$30 million. Minimum 8 figures.
8
is 10.
figures is 10.
10 minimum.
Minimum. We don't know what the offer was. For you to say
No, and
No.
I'm going to go forward with this.
this tells me this is about more than money.
Yeah.
Which then says, okay, this shit happened.
They trying to fix Puff Grits.
I would have went and found $30 million. I would have called everybody I know.
So let me ask you.
Looking
You got
for
it.
30.
I
You
was
don't
just-
know
no,
that.
you
You don't know that. You don't know that.
That's
an assumption.
Okay, all right,
We do
fine.
not know that he has 30 million liquid just lying around.
That's true.
Disposable income here that could finish somebody. And if there's one person that might know a number outside of your ballpark, it's Cassie.
Yeah. Someone that was that close to you for that
The fact that it's Cassie, right? Normally in these instances,
Oh, no, she's
no.
no.
If more victims come out,
Not victims. See, that's why I was disagreeing with you. Not victims. If she starts to go get the maid, if she starts to go get the real doctor reports, if she starts to go get the people that just were around and they start corroborating her story, it's going to be a long day.
well, she don't have to go far. So she got to go in her bedroom.
Yeah.
Her husband used to work for Puff.
True.
Yeah, but the credibility gonna be off because he got. I'm talking about
He's got
the people that
incentive
don't. The
to-
people that don't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Where if she starts going to get them, fam, it's gonna be a long day for him.
I think it's already a long
I mean, it's already a long
Yeah.
day.
A lot of people came out in support of her. A lot of ex-Bad Boy members.
I saw Orbeal Day
Aubrey O'Day,
Said-
all of Danity Kane kind of
said
said
something about the whole offering of the pub back came with the stipulation of an NDA.
Now,
She didn't take it.
no. Ironclad, 90-page, whatever she said, NDA. That's what Aubrey O'Day said.
Yeah.
So now, if you want to look at it through that lens,
Which a lot of people
you have to assume that Puff knew something was coming down the pipeline. Actually, they said she's been trying to get $30 million for 6 months. So that's 6
And threatening to
months.
sue.
Let's throw an extra 2-3 months on top of that.
They wouldn't give me my hospital report.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that's nuts. No, it's
You
sick.
see what I'm saying? Like, yo,
It's sick
I
shit.
can't, nigga. You looking at me? If I'm bruised up, if I got any ailment, I don't get to see it 1st. It gets sent to somebody else first.
That's crazy.
The scrubbing of
That's
hotel videos and cameras,
that's crazy.
paying people off, the numerous abusive car rides. She named the security person that was like she's naming names in there.
True.
And what's going to be really important here is in one of these early paragraphs, it say about 90 times she was employed by Mr. Combs when yada 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 yada. At all times in the next few readings, she was employed by such and such and such and such. I think Sony is found in this.
Yeah.
Sony is found in this. And it says, at all times, the defendant was an employee of
It's epic.
Epic.
Epic. That's all.
So that's
Sean
another layer.
Combs.
They know what they
another
doing.
layer.
Sean Combs.
They know what they doing.
Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Epic Records, Comb Enterprises LLC, and Doe Corporations 1 through 10. Which means we can put names in there later.
That's the whole kit and caboodle.
Yep.
That is the whole kit and caboodle.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she's got a cachet of evidence that's going to support a lot of what she says. Like, if she couldn't get a hold of those medical reports, then she started to do some documentation of herself.
No, or I
Like photographic documentation of her injuries.
or I
at the
found out
times.
how to get my shit legally.
Right.
Because they can't keep taking your shit. Like, it's laws in place for them taking your hospital shit. So maybe back then I wasn't well aware of how to do so, but over the next 6 or 7 years, I figured out. So now when I start showing these pictures, I don't care if a donkey kicked me. If I show some pictures on the internet and I'm bruised up, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Well, in the filing, she speaks to deleting a lot of things and then him having recovered some of them to show or exercise this show of power.
That I
and
can still get it, you can't do it.
You can't,
Yep.
like, That was some of the messiest shit I've read in a while.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you. I was
keeping
reading
a
the
buck
shit.
with you.
Like, that shit was mad scary, and it was really, really sad, and I felt for her.
Word. Same.
I really felt for her.
Because Cassie, right, is Cassie. Mm-hmm. Like, we ain't heard from Cassie in 20 years.
At all.
Right.
A peep. Not messy. Never.
She seemed happy, got family, beautiful family, you know what I mean? Like,
This came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, you know.
And that
I don't know how he survives this.
I don't know either.
I disagree. Unless you
Me
gotta
too.
I disagree. Get up out of here and go somewhere. I think money.
I've seen crazier.
I was about to say. I think
I've seen
money and power supersede all this shit.
Right.
In our society,
That right.
unfortunately, he can go on hiding for a couple years. Like, I think he got to get low. I think he can't just be out here. Got to get low, and I think he can slowly but surely just start working his way, deal after deal, album after album, back into good graces.
You know the fucked up part in this?
All of it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All of it.
But like, to go on the BET shit and shout her out, to the Instagram post tagging her, congratulating her, like.
How long ago was this?
When they first got married.
No, the BET shit was
recently,
last year.
Okay.
Like 2020.
No, but when her dude first got married, he liked them
Yeah.
pictures and
No, he posted them up there and congrats to Cassie and her husband, and like it come off as like almost taunting a little bit.
It does.
Yeah.
With all this information, especially.
With all of the information that came out, come over. Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah, the way that we receive this information, I'm not mad at ICE or anybody that feels like that.
And shout out to her husband, man. That's a lot to.
Yeah.
He's going to have to deal with emotionally and publicly.
Yeah, it's a nasty situation.
Truly.
Nah, it really was a sad thing to read it.
And thank God, I mean, if the allegations are in fact.
All right, so you guys heard that. Now, that sounds a whole lot different than what was said on camera and audio on the Joe Budden network.
You gotta take my word.
Yeah.
I think. That's what nobody very said. All right, come on, move on.
Nah, I'm with you. We got it. All of this shit is fucked up with there.
Yeah, it sounds like a toxic situation in general.
That's the perfect word.
Ish and I was discussing that people have been calling our phones that don't watch podcasts.
I don't think niggas even watch podcasts. Niggas blowing my phone up. Yo, y'all niggas better keep it real on Diddy. Don't let Joe be skating by.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Somebody
at least they let y'all. The niggas are telling me, yo, what Joe gonna say? I said, nigga, ask Joe. Why are you asking me what Joe gonna say?
Or tune in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yo, are y'all stupid? Like, let's have a moment. No, for real.
Damn.
Turn up.
Y'all
Yeah.
gonna make me take these fucking shades off.
Turn up in your
I'm trying
Travis
to be
Scott's
cool.
while dissing
I'm
Travis
trying
Scott.
to respect the gospel clean version of this podcast. But I be wondering this too at home. The fans echo some of that stupid shit. Do y'all think podcasters are coming into work to say that domestic violence, rape, sex trafficking, and drugging women is right on some fronts? Like, do y'all need anybody to say that all of those things are horrifically mortifying? Y'all didn't need Joe Budden for that, right? Y'all don't even want me for a music review. So I know that I'm not now the right
The harbinger
Yeah.
of truth.
Nah, you know what
And
really
morality.
Since we here, what really is like what you said for Carisha to the podium. Like, why y'all? Yeah, you have a relationship with Puff. You're known to skirt certain things when it comes to Puff.
But that's the reason.
But nigga, it's people that signed to Puff that got a podcast. So if you want somebody to talk about Puff and you think somebody gonna pull punches or not say nothing, go talk to them first.
It's not that.
See, because I want to add to that, though.
That's what I don't like.
Because that's my thing, right? Like, for as much praise as I give Hove and a Puff and a Dame and just for all of the praise, right? Again, back to podcasters keeping some of their thoughts private and just like not having to share everything. I don't feel like I need to come in here and have word vomit about my discernment when it comes to some of the evil shit that goes on in the industry. Nor do I think I'm the mascot and spokesperson to be the deliverer of news for some of the evil shit that goes on in the industry, or some of the treacherous, some of the things that are not made not so public, right? Like, I don't think the public would react well if they knew all of the locker room behavior of football players. I don't.
Oh, true.
But there's some wild.
So now what you hear is somebody who is deflecting, someone who is trying to skirt the issue. You say what you really feel, and then you want to give like this blanket statement on like just sex trafficking, the, overall situation, but not going into explicit and specific details like he did in his previous statement, right? So what's up with that? A lot of people want to know, like, what is the real reason? Because honestly, it's not like he has to speak on it. No one's saying that he has to speak on it, right? But the fact that you speak on it at all, and then initially, like you heard the audio, he was very, very specific, even bringing up Danity Kane and Aubrey and talking about the NDA that she didn't want to sign and what was the reason for that. And, just a myriad of things that he said and the others on his podcast said initially. And then after the fact, you say what you said and say, I don't feel like I need to come in here and have word vomit about my discernment. It's like, where really is your discernment, But yeah, people really want to know, and it's questionable. He, again, is not involved, so it's not like he really has to speak on it, right? But if you're going to say anything, it's like, it's almost the opposite of that old saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. In this situation, it's like, if you're not going to really be real about it, then don't say anything at all. Like, anything, because to have the documented audio proof of what he and the others on this podcast previously said, they're like true, real first feelings. And then you come back and you have this edited version of this blanketed, some things that go on in the industry is just, very horrific and mortifying and my discernment. And it's like, man, quit trying to use these big words. Either say how you really feel or don't say anything at all, So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I previously talked about the fact that people were wondering why he was just kind of mute on the situation. And apparently he wasn't. He just edited what he thought. He feels how he really feels, but he just edited what he said. We'll just put it like that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.